Hey guys, what's going on? This is Michael or That Guy Expo from Exponential DFS. This is my second time recording this video because I realized the microphone was not turned on or set up properly for the first take of this video, so I'm going to try to get everything into this version that I did in the first one that didn't record. So, first off, Corey and I apologize for not uploading since the All-Star break and a little bit before the All-Star break. So that's kind of the purpose of this video, is to talk about the direction of the channel that Exponential DFS is going to be taking in the near future and going forward. So kind of to explain what's gone on, both of us have kind of enjoyed a small break, specifically me, from playing. He's been on vacation. He hasn't been back very long, so he hasn't been able to play at all. I was able to play, but I honestly just did not feel like it. I wasn't in the mood, and I think DFS is one of those things as a hobby that if you are not 100% committed to getting better or really researching, you're just not going to do well anyway. And there was really no point in me making podcasts if I really wasn't into it 100%, because I knew the things I was going to recommend, the research I was going to have, just wasn't going to probably be something that I'd feel comfortable putting out for other people. I feel like it would have been fine, but I didn't feel 100% committed to putting in that time right now. And so that's kind of bringing me to where we're going to be going with the channel in the near future. So obviously, still anticipate to do DFS podcast videos in the future, especially NFL, NBA when they come around. We still anticipate to do some MLB videos the rest of the season, even though the season's kind of going towards the end of the year as we're approaching the trade deadline. But the direction that we're going to be taking the channel is actually going to be more into a sports talk area. So the channel is still going to be Exponential DFS. That was the purpose of the channel, was to discuss daily fantasy sports and do podcasts. But we're still going to discuss daily fantasy sports. So we're still going to do podcasts every now and then. But we're also going to be doing videos discussing things in the DFS industry. It might be multi-entry, it might be tournaments, things like that we might actually be discussing. More so, instead of just like breaking down a slate, but DFS as a whole. But we're also really going to be taking it more into the sports talk area, where we're going to be discussing recent stories, our opinions on these stories, talk about college football coming up, talk about pro football coming up. So definitely it's something we're going to be talking about as more of like a sports talk show type thing. We're probably going to call it Exponential Sports Talk, something along those lines. The channel's not going to change. It's still going to go up on this channel, but we're definitely going to try to do those type of videos more often than we do podcasts. So I do anticipate us doing a couple more MLB shows before the end of the season. But I definitely anticipate us doing a bunch of more sports talk show type videos. It's easier for us to record for time, and especially once we get towards the end of August and both of us have to go back to school, with me being on the West Coast with a 4 p.m. lock for baseball. It makes it very difficult to do anything for podcasts, and that's kind of be difficult for NBA as well, but it's a little bit easier with NBA to make that work, I think, than MLB, because typically, I guess NBA, you have lineups that kind of mess things up at the end as well, but it's a little bit different for MLB for us, I think, for the timing of things and when we both might work or both will have classes and things like that. So this video is not to make excuses for why we haven't uploaded. We should have been uploading. This update video came a little bit too late, in my opinion. I should have uploaded it earlier. But we're going to be taking the channel into more of a sports talk realm. Guys, go ahead and leave a comment. Tell us what you think about us making this decision. Again, still going to be talking about daily fantasy sports. Still anticipate to do podcasts for baseball, but not really many. But definitely once NFL, NBA come around, trying to do more podcasts for that. But we're going to mainly be doing sports talk type things right now on this channel. So leave a like if you got to this point in the video. Thank you very much for tuning in. Leave a comment down below on what you guys think about our decision to go forward with this, and if you think this is a good idea, bad idea, whatever you might think. we'll come out with our first video most likely on Friday with this new format where we're going to be discussing a couple different stories every kind of show. Anticipated to probably be anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes long, anywhere in that area. Probably shooting for around a 20-minute type mark for covering around 3-4 topics a show. So thank you very much, guys. It's been Michael, or That Guy Expo, from Exponential DFS. See ya.